All right, what's up, guys? Let's see. I'd promised, I think it was Dave, um, about these tank car kits. Gonna give you some little tips and stuff if you ever decide to get one and put one together. I put two together tonight, and I think from my old layout and now this one, it's one, two, three. I think I put together about 15 of these suckers so far. But anyway, here's just some tips for you if you decide to pick one of these up and get one. See these instructions? Just disregard them. I'll tell you right now. Um, the best thing to do is to start with the truck holder. And the way I do it, I put the coupler in first, and then I do your little air cylinder, and not the air cylinder, whatever that is, and then the air, whatever you want to call that valve container over here. Now, when you're fitting these, I think I've got one around here. Well, here I got the sprue right here. If you can see, right here, and see this is going up into the body. So this will be the front. This is where the big long air canister goes right here, and that's where your little black thing, I don't even know what that's called. But anyway, take your little pin vise or X-Acto and drill this through, all the way through the plastic till you see it come out the other side. And what I do to make sure I have a big enough hole, I take a toothpick and just run it down through there to make sure, it's going to sit in there, because they're real tiny. And I do the same thing on these little bitty holes right here, there, and over there. That's where your danger flammable signs go. And a trick to this, you're not going to, on these drawings they don't tell you, right, but the air canister right here, you see these little pegs right here? There's two pegs on the back, and there's one over here on this side. There's a long bar and a short bar. And over here, you think, oh, look, they're on the bottom. And then if you look over here, they're on the bottom. It does not fit that way. You have to flip it over. The top peg, this needs to be rotated 180 degrees, so these are on the top, and they sit down on these little ledges. So, and then once you get all that done, flip it over, and then, well, this is, of course, you put your body together first, of course. And you can put the cap on if you want, but I usually wait. Go ahead and put your brake wheel and little cover for that on, then get your body together. But this is after you put the body together with the metal. And then you flip it over, and always test fit these things, because these things, they get warped so easily. Test fit each one, and make sure, they're laughing at me. But anyway, make sure that that's aligned right, because you want your brake wheel on this right here with your air cylinders and stuff. And the same thing in the back with your flammables. Drill those out. And then on the bottom, your steps, once you get that attached, flip the model over, and then put your steps on there. And this is very, very tedious right here to get them to stand up straight. And what I found, let me see if I can show you. I don't know how well you can see it here. If you can see on the bottom where it hooks up to the body, where that little raised edge is, right there, those always point to the front. So you can make them sure they're even. They gave you 3 apiece. Excuse me. So in case you miss one, you can get it. Okay, the next part are these rails, and this is the most finicky, fiddlesome thing on this whole model, and they will try your patience, let me tell you. It's kind of hard to see, but I think you can tell the little edge on both of these, on each side, they point out. See the little ledge here, they point out. On that side, the ledge points out and points out. And what I do, I test fit them. But they are very, very tedious. Alright guys, sorry about that. I had a little coughing fit, I didn't want y'all to hear that. Anyway, and with these metal parts right here, be prepared to, you may have to bend and shape them, because, I mean, they're pretty close, but sometimes about 50-50 you have to bend them to make them fit. And there's a certain way that they go, so just test fit everything on this right here. And then you've got these to put on there, and it's the same, very tedious. They usually don't fit. You usually have to bend them in your fingers and then put them on there. And this is about the only thing they do have right. The handrail goes behind the ladder. And that's really about, I think that's about it. I do believe. I think. Anyway, hope this helps you guys. There you go, Dave. Let me know how one turns out. I have one more to get. I have one more Pro Core I want to get if I can find it. I've been patiently waiting for it to show up on eBay, but haven't seen one yet. But anyway, guys, hope this was helpful. And hang on, I'll show you one of the ones I put together tonight. And I'm getting ready to paint it up. I got to paint the seals because they're metal. And while I was here, hang on one second, it's kind of hard doing this on the video. And they are delicate. Once you get these together, don't handle them much. You'd be surprised how easy it is to hit those when you're picking up the car. But this stuff right here by Badger, Stano Reds, it's like a surface primer. It is, I think I went over this before in another video, but if you give me just a second, I'll paint just a little bit for you and show you just how cool it goes on, because it's a real flat, almost like wrought iron black. But just give me just a minute and I'll be right back. Alright guys, got this little bit on my brush and it goes on real easy. And the model's already black, so it's not going to hurt if you get on the model, because it's just about the same color. But that stuff's made by Badger. And Stenorez, you can get it just about any hobby shop, or they can order it for you. But it goes on really well. It's a primer, so it's not going to flake off. And if you want, you can put 2 coats on it. It's up to you. And you don't have to use like a real expensive brush to do this either. Oop. Ooh, this is hard painting this. Look at this thing. But there you go. I got to flip it around and stuff to do the other side. But there you go. Easy peasy. And I'll show that again. I'll show you guys that one more time. And like I said, you don't have to use a very expensive brush. This is a cheap Walmart special. But it's Stenarez by Badger. And they make it in black, gray, and white. So, just so you know. Alright guys. You have a good night. Later.